This is my favorite time of year. I live for fall. It's actually probably a bit of a problem, but I think Christmas is my favorite holiday, but fall is my favorite season. And with fall comes fall romance reads, and I love those. A few of these I have read. A few of them are on my TBR, high up on my TBR, but I'm very excited. So let's do this. So the first two books are actually arcs that I just finished this week, and I'm like, what do I do now? You read the other books on the TBR, that's what you do. But the first book we're going to talk about is It's Different This Time. This is a debut that had the audacity to be this heartbreaking. Like, I didn't expect it. So the female character in this, June, she's a TV actress, but her TV show just got canceled. So she's kind of like, what am I going to do? I need to get auditioning. That is until she receives a phone call that summons her back to New York, where she used to live, where she used to work, because she used to be on Broadway. Now that she has been summoned back to New York, it turns out that she is now the co-owner of a brownstone. Can you imagine owning a brownstone in New York? That is a thing of dreams. But she does actually technically own it with her former roommate, who she may or may not have had feelings for. You do have forced proximity, the roommate trope, I would say friends to lovers, dual timeline, and very, very fall focused, and definitely the second chance romance as well. I read it immediately. I could not put it down. But I've got to say this, I saw a ton of positive reviews for this book, being like, it's so romantic, it's so beautiful, excellent debut. Yes to all of those things, but more importantly, the heartbreak. Oh my gosh. If you love books like Love and Other Words, Every Summer After, where you've got this kind of dual timeline, you're trying to figure out what went wrong between the couple, this really focuses on just being human. These are relatable people going through, I would say, pretty relatable situations, despite the fact that she may be an actress. This is relatable stuff. The female main character, June, she's operating from a place of lack. Her insecurities are very much in the driver's seat for a lot of this book. There are times where you may wish that this girl would just communicate. It all works out. There is a happy ending, does have that, but oh my gosh, painful. Did I say painful about 12 times already? And like I said, just go in knowing it's not all sunshine and daisies, but you just want everything to be okay. But if you're not looking to feel 112 emotions during the fall season and you want to keep it light and very rom-com-y, then you need to read Drawn Together, because this book was so freaking cute and honestly perfect to read after It's Different This Time. That's exactly what I did. So the female main character in this, Flora, she's an illustrator. She just moved to New York like 5 months ago, and I think she would say that she is barely scraping by. She's not doing as well as she hoped that she would. She's working part-time at a bookstore, which love that for her, but she's really struggling with this one freelance gig. She's the opportunity to be the main illustrator for a very big yet very grumpy and very private author who writes a lot of darker themed books, which doesn't exactly align with who Flora is as a person. She's very upbeat, so I think she's really struggling to connect to her darker side of her illustration style. And this is where the male main character enters the chat. Fletcher. We need more people named Fletcher, actually. He is in need of some romance in his life. He's taken over a column for like a newspaper or magazine or something. He's writing about romance books, but he's not exactly crushing it. So Flora and Fletcher decide to start a book club together where they swap books that will help them grow as individuals and help them in their job-related tasks. So again, another book set in New York City during fall. It's got a little bit of You've Got Mail vibes, like just a tad. The found family trope, but I would really say it's opposites attract in the healing. Oh my gosh, the personal growth that Flora goes through, because although she's sunshine in a bottle, but she's also carrying a lot of insecurities and a lot of doubts that is very much colored how she views the world. So at times you're like, Flora, girl, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you seeing what's in front of you? The denial is strong because she can't see outside of the pain that she experienced from her past. Oh gosh. And this one is really for the rom-com lovers, okay? It's Different This Time is very much contemporary romance. This is full on. This is almost Hallmarky, but not, because it's a bit more grounded than Hallmark movies. And trust me, I love Hallmark movies, but the vibes are very light, very cute, and just so romantic. Like, it just gets more romantic as the book goes on. Just the cutest thing I've read this year. Like, actually though. But we can't talk about rom-coms without talking about If It Makes You Happy. I read this last year. I read it while it was still on KU. Now it's being traditionally published. But the vibes of this, it's giving 90s rom-com in like a Stars Hollow town. So freaking good. So the female main character, this Michelle, she's a recent divorcee, and her mom, who just recently passed away, used to run an inn with her dad, but her dad's not doing so well. So Michelle has stepped in and she's like, look, I will run the inn while you, dad, take care of yourself. And this is very much not in Michelle's wheelhouse. She is not as like outgoing and bubbly and social the way that her mom is. She's very closed off and very private. And I think people would call her cold. She's not. It's giving reverse Grumpy Sunshine in this. And I love it because it works so well. Because the next door neighbor, Cliff, he is all the sunshine you'll need. He is a golden retriever. This man, he's a single dad and just such a great dad too. And he sees Michelle kind of struggling to run the inn. So he decides to help as much as he can. Because of course he has a bakery that he runs himself and bakes all the things inside the bakery. Oh, we love Cliff. Cliff is great. So of course it's giving small town romance, single dad vibes, reverse Grumpy Sunshine. One of the best examples of this trope too. I ate it up. Oh, you know what? It's also very much giving Black Cat Golden Retriever. It's a mix of both of those tropes. And I would also say Healing from Loss. The last 3 books are quite healing, actually. But yes, if you were looking for an excellent standalone to read this fall, highly recommend this one. It's so good. But now we have to talk about the books. Well, we're going to talk about what I'm currently reading and then books that I have to read this fall. It's a little bit of a fall TBR video in a book rec video. Anyway, so we now have to talk about people watching because I am loving this. I didn't know what to expect. I went in not knowing anything and I loved that. But in case you don't want to do that yourself, this follows 2 characters, Milo and Prue. Milo, he is an adventurer. He is not about commitment. He is not about settling down. He is just looking for fulfillment across the globe. Prue, she has decided to take care of her mom, who is going through some medical stuff. Make sure to check trigger warnings, okay? But it is time for her to start choosing to live a little. There's something that leads to that, but you'll find out if you read the book. So Milo and Prue have kind of come up with a little solution. Milo's gonna help Prue live. That's like the best way I could put it. So yes, of course, it's giving fall vibes. He's just so charismatic, and I think she's a little closed off, but she's not grumpy. I would not say she's grumpy at all. Opposites attract, and we love it. It works so well here. And I would also say like lessons, like love, spicy lessons. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm seeing where it's leading and I'm liking it. It's so Canadian and I love Hannah's writing. This feels fresh from her. This feels like something she hasn't quite done. Devouring it. If she writes it, I'm going to read it. It's just so enjoyable. I think it could possibly go in top of the year, but I don't like to count the chickens before they hatch. I'm not into that, but maybe. So now we've done a lot of rom-com vibes, a lot of celebrating the season, but we haven't talked about magical rom-coms, which I adore. I think the X-Hex really like scratched an itch for me, and ever since I was like, oh yeah, no, I want this all the time. So the first one we're going to talk about is Love's a Witch. So the female main character in this, Sloane, she is a McGregor from a whole line of McGregor witches, and she's been summoned back to her small town right before her 25th birthday, and that's when witches come into their power. And it turns out that her family wants her help to break a curse that has been upon them for quite a many moon. I don't know why I said that. There's been a curse and they want to break it and they need her help. But that's when Knox Douglas enters the chat. Knox Douglas. Can you believe that name? We need more people named Fletcher and Knox. 2 great names, 2 that I very like. But Knox is the mayor and he wants this small town to be a safe haven for other magical beings. And he does not want the McGregor magic to cause chaos in his small town. So he is going to put aside his feelings, the crush that he's had for a very long time on Sloane. He's just like, no, I'm not even going to think about that. I just need to keep these McGregors in line, which isn't going to happen. That's not happening. He's going to fall hard. He's going to fall fast and first. And I'm just going to eat it up. This sounds like my cup of tea, my witchy cup of tea, and I'm so excited to read it. After that, we have to talk about the sapphic witchy rom-com that is Spellfire. I mean, I hope it's a rom-com. It's giving rom-com. So the female main character, Bryn, she swore that she would never return to Grimoire Academy. Yep, you heard that right. Grimoire Academy. That's great. Really lets you know what the school's about? That is until Bryn finds out that her favorite teacher has passed away. But not only that, it turns out that she has left her all of her favorite spell books. I think all of them, actually. While she's there collecting her books, she runs into her high school crush, whose name is Amelia and now is the headmistress of Winmore Academy. And from there, Amelia offers her a job. So it sounds like it's giving second chance romance, found family trope, and it takes place in a magical academy. And my girl Bryn, she's not going anywhere. She's staying there for the girl, for the school, for the magic, and for the love. Calling it. So excited. So those are some of my favorite fall reads and some that I'm very excited to read immediately. If any of these books are on your TBR, let me know down below, but also just let me know what you're reading this fall. As always, all of my socials are linked in the description down below, as well as a link to my Discord group, which is free to join, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.